We're back again. You are a grown adult.
Episode 15, back in the crib. How we doing? We got Zay.
Guns. Say the full government, please. Thank you.
That's your government now, is Zay Guns?
I'm legally changing it to that. Thank you. How are you doing? You know, you just turned 31.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yesterday?
I just turned 24, actually. I don't look a day over 24. It's kind of crazy.
A day over 24?
Not even a day. Not a second.
This has been a long, long day in the desert. The Sahara Desert.
What is wrong with you, bro? What?
Not saying you look old, but 24, no.
I definitely look like I'm just out of college.
ICDC?
I don't know what that means.
You never seen ICDC College?
No, I have not seen.
You never seen the commercials either?
Oh, is it the online shit? I thought that was Evergreen. What's that called, Evergreen? When it's like, well, you doing nothing with your life right now. Get into something right now. Go to online college. Isn't it that shit? Everett, whatever. Same thing.
Evergreen.
That was close.
Evergreen?
Evergreen. Everett, Evergreen, same shit. Same shit.
You would just name the stuff. It's just amazing.
It is the same. It's damn near the same thing.
Everett and Evergreen?
Starts with an ever.
You know, you turn 30, everything just starts to go downhill, man.
I'm not 30.
So how was your birthday yesterday?
It was all right. You know, I didn't do anything crazy. We played basketball yesterday. We didn't do shit. So we played, 2 games, and we were like, yeah, I'm good on that.
No big plans for the birthday?
We're going to go out this weekend probably, but nothing really ridiculous.
You gonna get blacked out?
I have not got blacked out since college. I'm dead serious.
Since college?
Since college.
Blacked out? Okay, my bad.
Blacked out, yeah.
Super drunk.
Yeah, that's a possibility. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. But, you know, like I said, I just turned 28, so it's only right that I celebrate with a drink. So I got to get my stuff real quick, if you don't mind. Let me just get right real quick before we start filming entirely. You know what I'm saying? If I can open it. Hands are a little sweaty, you know what I mean? Damn, that's crazy. Son of a bitch. Wow. That really just snapped on me. All right, well, I guess we're not having a drink. God damn it. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so that didn't work out as well as I had wanted it to. Our cork. Grab the cork real quick, actually. I forgot to... Look how old that shit is, bro. That shit is white. That snapped right on me, too. Damn.
That's just...
I'm still going to have a drink, though.
We know you are.
I know.
Is the cup okay?
The cup is fine. Okay, I don't know how this is going to close, but we're going to be all right. So anyway, cheers to that. I'm going to put that over there because that didn't go as well as I had hoped. I was like, everything I do is so unsmooth. Every time.
Yo.
Every single time,
Stuff
bro.
that be happening to you, man.
Bro, I wish I saw the color of the cork. I would have been like, yeah, that's a problem. The fact that I saw after it was absolutely just crispy white is just tragic.
It was
It snapped right in half. Easily the worst thing I've ever seen, to be honest.
You gonna finish that all this weekend?
We'll see. It's a very solid possibility. Very solid possibility. Is that a problem for you?
Who hurt you?
Nobody. You want a sip?
Heck no. Heck no. That infected cork. That was wild. I've never seen that before.
No, that was crazy. That was actually kind of gross.
Of course it happened to you.
Always does. Always does. The worst things happen to me at every single time. Always. It's okay. It's totally fine. We're going to be all right.
Yeah, we
It's
are.
still going to taste good. We're going to be all right.
Wood.
Oh my god, that shit was terrible. All right, so anyway, aside from my Dusse and the problems of opening it, got a couple things we want to talk about. 21 Savage album. That actually dropped like a couple weeks ago. But I did not revisit it after the first listen because I thought it was
21. But whatever.
Are you done?
I didn't do nothing, but continue.
So yeah, 21 Savage dropped an album
21.
beginning of the year. Stop doing that, bro. I can hear you.
What are you saying?
You're sitting right next to me.
Well, continue. Keep going.
You can do it again, I swear to God.
You're hearing stuff, brother.
So 21 Savage dropped an album. I'm waiting for you to do it, so I'm fucking up now. What is the album called?
American Dream?
American Dream. So
Yeah.
he dropped, I don't know, his 4th album or something along those lines. Yeah, honestly, so like I said, I didn't listen to it after the first, like initial, like when it initially dropped.
21. But it was good. You didn't like it? You can't have a conversation without doing it. 21. But it just flows so smooth in conversation. But you weren't really a big fan of the album, 21.
Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Stop doing that immediately. I re-listened to it. There are a few more tracks I can go back to. I think the production's really good.
Of course it is.
It's always gonna be good. But it wasn't it wasn't like Metro, like consumed.
It wasn't like how he was coming last year.
No, but it also like I do like that he worked with other producers. But I feel like if you ever like think about it like an album, like the label clearly wanted him to put something out, that was this album.
Yeah.
I was just like, it felt like there was nothing to it outside of a few tracks that were kind of interesting. Like Red Rum I thought was really good. The joint with Doja Cat, I should probably just pull up the track list because I'm not going to remember these names. But hold on, let me pull that up for y'all real quick. NHIE. I don't know. I forget what that stands for, to be quite honest with you. But Doja Cat was really good on it. Pop Your Shit with Young Thug. And only Young Thug's part was really good. Letter to My Brother. That didn't even feel right saying it.
That was bad.
That was gross. I'm not going to lie to you. Letter to My Brother and See the Real. Oh, and Red Sky was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Because Red Sky had a really dope beat on there. It was a producer from Michigan. I'm going to pull that up while you're talking. But those were the songs that I kind of walked away from that I know I can listen to again. All of Me was pretty solid. But
John Legend? Great song. Great song.
What'd you say?
You talking about the 21 Savage one?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about John Legend, All of Me. My fault.
Yeah, I was going to say John Legend is clearly better.
Yeah, but yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, this album felt like it was kind of like,
I mean,
the label forced me to make something, and so I did. And I feel like he's been kind of coasting on with the Drake album and working with Metro. I felt like this was kind of like just fuck it, whatever. Here's a solo album for me because I've been working with multiple people throughout the years. He's obviously been doing a lot of features, so
he didn't really need to put the album out, to be honest.
He didn't, no, and that's what kind of frustrates me. Is like, because again, my thing has been like, a lot of the mainstream rappers and artists today are putting out stuff for like just for the listeners to have. You know what I mean? Like, here you go. Like, this is what you need as a fan. Boom. But now I just have gotten to a point where I'm like, I feel like sometimes people aren't even trying. Like, you could have the best production on there, but you lyrically is where my issue comes in. So like, I just don't know what to do in that aspect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not the same as like the artist producing. Not the way they're producing, but the way they're putting out music. Like back when we were younger, say around the age of 21. But
Are you done?
I think that was my last one. I think I got it out. I think I got them all out.
Yeah.
But what I like this album? No, what was it? 2018, 2024. So it was about the same time. Travis, Utopia. Can't all be masterpieces like Utopia. But Utopia was heavenly.
Yeah.
Utopia was heavenly. But that's Travis. Two different. It all depends on the artist, who they're working with. Because Travis is all about that big art stuff, and he's more around the album than the album itself.
Right.
So he's around, he wants the stage production designs, the rollout, all that. That's what makes the whole album. 21, he already kind of had his big album with Drake and whatnot, the features. He's best rapper of last year, of 2022, so he was killing it. Cash In, Cash Out, he had that feature too. That was a good one.
That was a good one with Tyler and Pharrell, yes. That was good. I feel like it's obviously I don't expect him to rap about much different shit. Mm-hmm. That's never really my issue. It's more so like, okay, let's get some, different sounds there, maybe different flows. That's more his thing. Maybe more R&B tracks. That didn't really happen. And then on top of that, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the features kind of outshined him. Young Thug clearly killed him on Pop Your Shit. And then also the poop bars. I got all that gas. Smells like poop or something like that.
I think somebody pooped.
That was one of the worst.
That poop line was solid, hard.
Poop
flowed right through.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? Any other references you got there?
Nope, I was good.
For your bowel movements?
But it's good. I'm more fan of old 21. That's me. I Am I Was a good album. I like that. That was a pretty good album.
I think that was like his
That was a mainstream debut.
Yeah,
album.
That was like the mainstream one where it's like not the same sort of sound. He kind of got a little bit more introspective, I guess, in that regard. But yeah, I genuinely, I was kind of in the middle with this. It wasn't the worst, but I feel like he could be doing more, and that's my big issue. Like I said, that's my big issue with artists today is like there's not a lot of like mainstream mainstream, because there's obviously a lot of subsets of hip hop in general that you can go to. But with mainstream and 21 entering that and now being recognized as a big name, I felt like this was an album that he was supposed to elevate on, and instead I didn't get that from him.
I miss his hood rapping, so.
Also that, yeah. I mean, I do
back
miss...
in the Savage Mode days and...
Amazing.
All that.
But even Savage Mode 2 was a great album.
Yeah, because he was back to... felt like he was back to the same formula in Savage Mode 1.
Right, exactly. So that's my... kind of big takeaway. I didn't really care for the Brent Faiyaz joint, the Travis Scott joint. Who else was on there? The outro, Mariah the Scientist. By the way, him. It's always funny to me about him like rapping. Like that song he rapped about like telling the kids to not get into the street life, and I'm like, you rapped about the street life every single song.
Had to.
Just like, I'm like, how are you going to tell somebody to not rap about the street life and then you rap about the street life this entire time? I mean, I understand, like, you rapping about your experiences, but, like, I don't think he's really in that anymore. He's got veneers now.
Nah, he's not. He's from that part of Atlanta, too, so.
That's true.
They always still got him, probably just not as much he's had before, because, he's a mainstream artist now. So.
Right, exactly. But yeah, it's a solid 6 for me. I didn't walk away with it being like, oh, this is going to be like a top album candidate. It's going to be a mid-tier album. I'll go back to the tracks I like, and that's pretty much it. I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised with some people he worked with. Like I said, Doja Cat. I know she's a mainstream name, but I feel like Doja Cat kind of doesn't mix in with those circles too much. Mariah the Scientist, I'm not really shocked by. I was happy I didn't hear Drake on here because he needs a break.
Yeah, he needs a break.
From 21. Like, I think they both need to kind of, 21 needed to work with some other artists. I didn't really care for the Lil Durk joint, to be honest.
No.
Lil Durk, also, Lil Durk is another guy where I'm like, he should have had a big moment and he didn't. And that's where I'm like, damn. Like, it should have been that and it just wasn't.
Yeah.
But, 21, I think 21 still has time to get there. I don't think he's... There was a couple people that were like, he needs to stop rapping. I'm like,
I would go that far. Yeah, I would go that far.
Like, he's still in a good realm. I think he's going to be okay.
He has some good features again on Nutty album or something. Somebody's from Atlanta's album again or something.
Oh, 100%. So. Would you say he's number one in terms of Atlanta rap now?
Ever or now?
Now, obviously not ever. I don't think he's ever going to get that threshold, but would you say now he's like Atlanta's number one guy?
Yeah, but Future still exists.
Okay. I'm not. That's a very solid. I was also going to say no. So I was going to say Young Nutty is going to be up there, but I completely forgot about Future. Obviously, Young Thug is.
It's going to be hard to take Future. Then It's gonna be hard to take him off for when he retires. That's when he probably gonna take him off. Even though everybody's like Future, even though Thug's in prison, he's like great dude. Then you got 21, because Thug's in prison. So I guess you put him right there because he had a good one.
Right.
But Future's still at the top. Future's been at the top for a minute.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's leaving anytime soon. There was an album that just got a lot of love for. It's like 5-year, like a release date. I forget the
From Future.
Yes, it was the Wizard album.
Wizard, yeah.
I looked at his previous projects, right, and I'm like,
how many great projects that man has?
First off, I was always under the impression that DS2 was like my number one. I never really like actually looked back on it. So I'm like, okay, let me look at these albums because my boy Armin was doing a review on the Talk about it, and I was like, I love this album front to back.
Purple Rain. Oh God, Jesus! I ain't talking about the Prince one, but yeah,
that's a.
Well, yeah, continue.
So I was looking back and I'm like, okay, what are Future's best albums? DS2 is not in my top 3.
That's crazy.
So there's the self-titled is my number 1. I think The Wizard is my number 2. I think Wizard is number 2, and then I think what is it? I think Hendrix.
You count albums and mixtapes?
Mixtapes should be in there too. I don't remember all of them off top because there's a lot.
Yeah.
But I think Hendrix is up there for me too. I think that might be 3. And then when you put mixtapes in there, it might not be top 5.
What, DS2?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He has amazing singles
He
on
said
there.
my little one. DS2 is so crazy.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like DS2 is still elite.
DS2.
But that's how many great projects I think he has top to bottom.
56 Nights is in there too. 56 Nights is insane.
That's a mixtape, right? Yeah, okay. So that's what I'm saying. Like 56 Nights. What was the one?
Purple Rain is so good. I keep saying that.
Purple Rain is great.
So good.
No, Purple Rain is fantastic.
And what
Beast Mode. Beast Mode is amazing. So like I'm like Monster. Like I'm like, dude, there's too many albums. Where DS2, I'm like, it's amazing, and it was highly revered for its time. It should be, but I'm like, dude, I don't think it's in my top 3. It could be in my top 5. It probably is, but like in terms of,
it has to be because when Stick Talk dropped, and we're not even gonna talk about F up them commas, which everybody played for the past
100%.
When he Stick Talk, oh my God, this song was crazy. That John was so crazy when it first came out.
That's a fact. Now, that album, like I said, that album is amazing. I'll look back on it, but I don't.
It's so crazy. He said Dirty Soda, Spike Lee, White Girl, Ice T, Fully. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. I'm going, yeah, I'm listening to that album again. I might get the vinyl now. I might just get it posted. I might get a Future mask. Dreads. I don't know.
Vinyl collection is tough to do. I tried that for like 3 seconds. I have 3 of them up there, and I'm like, this is way too expensive for my ass. I can't do it. No, they're like $30, $40 each. I'm like, damn, I like way too much music for this. Way too much music for this. Like, I want to get Stevie Wonder's songs in the Key of Life. I'm like, then I kept looking through, and I'm like, damn, I want so many more. So I'm like, damn.
But yeah, Future got so much music.
Right.
So much music. His features too.
So Atlanta, all right. So Atlanta now is 21 Savage at least in the top 3.
Yeah, it has to be. Has to be.
Because I mean, like, Atlanta is kind of quiet for the most part. Like, I would probably put Future, Nutty, and then 21. Like, I know he has the album with Drake, and that's, like, huge for his career, but I'm just not as high. Like, I don't know. Like, in terms of projects and in terms of, damn, I don't know. 21's got to be top 3.
Like, who's popping now?
Yeah. Like, Atlanta, yeah, that's what I meant. Like, Atlanta, I kind of went off. But like Atlanta in general, I haven't really been a huge fan of anyone new outside 21. Of Nutty. Who are you saying?
Oh, yeah, my fault. I was going on the thing, but 21, Mr. Gumbo, who else from Atlanta? I'm trying to blank. Who else from Atlanta?
That's what I'm saying. Like I mean, like Thug is in there, but like he's in jail
Thug,
right now.
all them.
Oh, Gunna. My fault. Gunna. I'm
Gunna,
tripping.
obviously.
No, Gunna might be top 3 instead.
Yes, 100%.
I'm taking Gunna over 21 every day.
I'm going for me, for right now. Oh, yeah, 21's up there. I'm going Future, Gunna. 21 has been doing damage. Personal, we going unbiased or biased? Unbiased?
Yeah.
Analytical?
Yeah.
Then I gotta go Future, Gunna. No, damn, this is gonna be hard. Cause I gotta put it 21. When was the last time Future dropped?
2 years ago. I Never Liked You.
Oh, yeah.
That was a pretty good album.
That's a good album. We going off, what have you done for me lately?
Okay, we could base it off that.
21. No, Gunna, 21. Future, Cardi.
I forgot Cardi's from Atlanta.
Cardi did drop. Until he drops a full album, then I'll push him up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at that. I'm still putting Nutty over. I'm still putting Nutty at 2. Actually, okay, overall, okay, like if we were to like break it down to the past like 5 years, right? Mm-hmm. I'm putting Future, I'm putting Gunna, Nutty, 21. And then you got to put Cardi in there, I guess. I'm trying to think of who else. Thug. I'm tripping. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. No, Playboy's got to go down. Thug. Then Cardi. And then after that, it's kind of like, pick your poison sort of deal.
Past 5 years.
I mean, Quavo and Takeoff dropped a great album, too, when they were... That was an amazing album.
Oh, that was 2017 for Takeoffs.
Mm-hmm. Offset dropped a great album this year, or this past year. I thought it was a really good album. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, Atlanta's got like their mainstream, but I'm trying to think of guys coming up now that I don't see it.
Cardi might be the most popular person in Atlanta right now. His following is times. I thought Uzi's following was insane. Cardi's beyond anything I could imagine.
Now, is it a huge following in Atlanta, or is it a huge following?
World.
You're talking worldwide.
Worldwide. It's like Young Boy.
Okay, so this is the difference for me is where we're talking about. Obviously, Cardi is worldwide popular. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like he's the most popular in Atlanta as an Atlanta artist. I feel like
that's Future then.
I think Future definitely holds that.
No, my fault. T.I. There we go.
Okay, yeah, if we're going like all time, there's probably like T.I., Gucci, Outkast. Future's definitely in there though. Mm-hmm. Future's probably top 5 in terms of popularity in Atlanta. But outside, I mean, yeah, today I'm talking like I don't see. We got completely off track. The 21 Savage album for me. Back to that though, All American Dream, right, or American Dream, whatever it is. It's a solid album. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to go back to it much outside of a few tracks. I'll put it in the playlist and we'll call it a day moving forward with that. I've even been like listening to like, because I missed like all of December's music. That's usually how it goes. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, I need a break from.
I'm dead.
Because I'll do like December, like how I like do my like end of year list is like December of the previous year to like November of this year. So like. That way I give myself some time to kind of like, because like I'm not going to listen to a whole album in December and have a final thought on it after like a week, you know what I mean? So the December, like even the December albums, like Nicki Minaj dropped, I wasn't a huge fan of that. It was cool. There was a couple tracks on it, but it was mostly just her rapping over samples of like the most popular songs.
So you mean hip hop? She was doing what hip hop does?
No, but like I feel like there's definitely like, obviously, rappers sample all the time.
Oh, say all the time.
All the time. But
180%.
I feel like she's just kind of rapping over the exact beat at this point. Like, and I don't know. It was cool. There was like she was rapping pretty well on some tracks. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I thought Boz was gonna come crazy on his newest album. I wasn't a huge fan of that either. It was basically like 3 J. Cole tracks and like 2 songs that I was like, oh, solo wise, pretty good. And then that was it. I didn't really care for the rest of it. So, I guess Boz, I don't really consider mainstream, but he's in Dreamville, which is mainstream. So, mainstream wise, still Haven't found an album where I'm like really like stuck to at the moment.
Speaking of Dreamville, J. Cole was named the best rapper of 2023.
I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it. First off, huge J. Cole fan. Second off, what is their criteria for this award? Because I feel like you need to drop an album for this.
I mean, you should, but based
And he
off
didn't.
his features, probably added up to an album.
Right. That's fair. It's tough. It's tough to have those.
But I would like you to drop an album. I would have liked you to drop an album.
Right. Well, what is it? The fall off, right? Mm-hmm. We need that. We need that already. I'm gonna drop a. I'm gonna make a not drop a. I'm gonna make a playlist of all of J. Cole's features from this year or from this past year. I need to see what it sounds like as an album.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Because he had the Summer Walker intro, which was really dope. He had obviously the 2 joints with Drake, which was great. What else did he have off top that I'm trying to?
the Yachty record. He was with
The Yachty record, yes.
Boz. He did another song with
He did. Well, okay, Boz. Yeah, I guess Boz is technically
Yeah.
2023. So yeah, that's
Yeah, he did.
3 songs with Boz.
He was on a bunch of stuff, bunch of random stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
So I mean, who else are you going to give it to? Not mad at it, but who else are you going to give it to?
These.
Yeah, they weren't doing that.
I know they weren't doing that.
Best rapper 2023.
They were. V's is. I don't want to say too underground, but like he's not on that mainstream echelon that they want to give it to somebody like that.
I mean, who else was they gonna give it to?
I know, that's what I'm thinking now. I don't think there's really anyone they could give it to off top.
2023.
No, there's really nobody. Like in terms of mainstream, because that's what they're basing it
That
on.
would had a consistent 2023.
My personal favorite of 2023 was either V's or Babyface Ray. Simply for Babyface Ray for the Ron Artest song.
Yeah.
I play that song on a consistent basis every single day of my life. Easily.
I mean, yeah, J. Cole had to get it because 21 got it that year. 2020, yeah. 2022, 21 Savage got it. Okay, yeah, I mean, couldn't give it to Kendrick this year.
No, he can't. He can't give it to Kendrick. Obviously, he dropped the Hillbillies joint with Baby Keem. That shit was fire. But outside of that, I mean, that was really his only song.
I mean, I would have liked them to give it to Kendrick.
For one song?
J. Cole,
He dropped one song, bro.
he's Kendrick.
I don't even think he dropped a feature this year.
He's Kendrick. He's K-Dot. He's the Compton killer. Oh, man.
The Compton Killer, bro.
But I'm happy for J. Cole, though. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, 100%. But I need that album, though.
Yeah, he deserved it.
Because I don't think he, I was looking through the list. I don't think he won one before this year. The Baby had one before him.
Baby's 2019 was insane.
Insane, yeah, absolutely. He deserved it. But I'm still shocked by that in general, that he had one.
The Baby was on every other song in 2019.
He was.
Random artist.
He was.
Top artist, top crazy.
Bro.
His 2018 was insane.
He had a different.
I was wondering how he made so much money. He was going crazy that year.
Yeah, 100%. I don't want to say he's set for life on that.
He set for a minute. He dropped, 2.5, 3 albums in the span of 2018 and 2020? Mm-hmm.
100%.
He was going crazy.
And it didn't stop either, at all. Mm-hmm. It wasn't until he fucked up at Rolling Loud. Mm-hmm. Was it Rolling Loud or was it like a Coachella?
Yeah, it's Rolling Loud.
See, all you had to do was stop talking. All you had to do is stop talking. This is why people got to just stop talking.
But yeah, the best rapper, what do they do? The best rapper complex every year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting list they do every year.
I completely forgot about that until you sent it to me. To be honest,
every year. A lot of people. All depends on what year.
Yeah, shout out to J. Cole. Fuck it. He had Foots on next this year, in his features. Speaking of Foot, on next. That was a good one, right? Come on, you gotta give me that. Tony Atlas. Did I ruin your day when I sent you that?
You ruined the year.
What was wrong with it?
What?
You gotta tell me what happened. What was it?
Bro, I didn't even know why you sent me that, John. I did not want to look at that at night. or in the daytime.
Oh,
Or
listen,
ever.
if I had to see it, you had to see it. I'm sorry. That's just how that's how it was gonna go.
I'm getting a new phone.
Was that?
And a new number so that text is deleted forever. Because that's embarrassing.
So I don't know if this is like a first. This is my first time seeing this with Tony Atlas, but apparently this is looking back at his tweets and pictures and all that stuff. This is not a new thing for him. So he tweeted last night.
Show the camera. You gotta go up to the camera and show that, Joel.
Well, I gotta read it. So Tony Atlas was he in the WWE?
Yeah.
So he's a WWE wrestler from like the 1970s or 80s.
But he's known as a strongman bodybuilder.
Yeah, 100%. He's 100% a bodybuilder before a wrestler, probably. So I guess he's a legend, right? He's in the Hall of Fame.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I would take
for
him
WWE.
out.
Yeah.
I would take him out after this. But anyway, he tweeted something. He tweeted, everyone likes to clean their car at a car wash, but this is a Tony Atlas shoe wash. White women only. Hashtag shoes addict. Hashtag lick a shoe. While you're at it, step on my face, kick my face, punch me at the same time. Please and thank you. White women only. And it's a picture of him licking a shoe. For people who can't see or are just very confused as to why I'm saying that. And there's multiple pictures of him, of white women, stepping on his face and then him enjoying it, I guess. Oh my God. And he's proudly promoting it to everybody. And it's very gross. And honestly, ruined my whole image of him. I knew him as the bodybuilder from USA, Mr. Tony Atlas, and now he's the man who likes to get stepped on by white women. Any initial thoughts?
It's embarrassing as not only a black man, but a man, period, a human. This is embarrassing for creatures, animals, and this is wildlife. Bacteria. It's bad for everything that has ever existed on the planet Earth. Mars, anything. Rocks, trees. This is insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
I know I sent it to you, and you had some ideas, and I think you texted Paige after that, but it's still a little weird that
I don't know why you said that in there. I didn't hear that. That was a good try, though. No, I texted, actually texted my pastor after this and saying, please pray for us as a world, because this can't happen again. He has pictures going back to 1975 of women stepping on his face, and it's 2024, and just still, the women just get either bigger or taller.
right.
I'm so disturbed.
Because this is like honestly, athletes are the weirdest people on the planet.
No, he's not an athlete. No, he's not. He's not an athlete. He's a freak of nature, and I don't mean that in a good way. This man is a menace to society.
Yeah, 100%.
He, I'm gonna say, needs to be put down. He needs to be stopped at all costs.
Put down.
Like,
I just want to know honestly, wrestling is probably the answer, but what made him be like, this is like
Satan. The man said, kick me. Punch me.
Hold on, wait, hold on, I gotta find the hashtags for this, bro. Holy shit, that one tweet was crazy. Go ahead, continue, my fault.
I really don't want to. He said, spray me with mace if you have to, as long as that foot gets on my face, by any means necessary.
Holy shit. Oh my God. And it's like, he's really like licking the shoe,
But
too.
it's full force.
Yeah.
There's a video of a woman punching him at least 60 times. For what? And they just set the tripod up. Like, that's not normal. That's not even content.
It was a thought out.
That's assault.
It was a thought out video for him to post that, to be like, all right, so this is what we're going to do. And then he did it, and then he posted it.
He has no friends or family.
No.
Nobody clearly cares about this man, and it's sad to see. Because they wouldn't let this behavior go on.
Oh, bro.
It's embarrassing.
It's honestly, that was the funniest thing.
I don't want him within 20 feet of a school. Nursing home, grocery store, none of that.
Of a school,
It can't happen. Anywhere that are women with just shoes on. Nope, it can't happen. So he can't go outside.
No, he definitely should not be allowed outside after that, honestly. It was one of the weirdest things on the planet to see.
He probably goes crazy when he goes to yoga and sees all the women with their shoes off.
Oh, well, he definitely, yeah. Okay, so here it is.
Is he in a store?
No, he's
in a boxing ring?
He's in the ring.
Bro, it's not even like they're like standing on like his back, like, the crack it or anything. They're full feet to his face. Pushing down.
Stepping on them, bro. Stepping on his face. And he is just holding and enjoying every second of it. I wonder how long he makes them stand on his face.
And watch he gets a sponsorship or deal with Asics or something like that. a brand deal with a shoe company. Oh my God. Everybody. Like Dr. Scholl or something is gonna be a sponsor or something.
Learning how to relax is one of the best things you can do in your life. Especially with a foot on your face. Hashtag foot. Hashtag shoes. Hashtag shoes only. Hashtag stop. Hashtag stomp my face. Hashtag punch my face. And watch Monday Night Raw. That's the worst promotion you could ever have.
I want a psych eval of his brain. I want like a scan of his brain.
You think that's a CTE?
What?
It has to be CTE.
No, it's just stupidity and grossness and nastiness. He's a vile man.
Oh my God. So when you texted Paige and asked if she can do that, did she say yes?
Text her what? Stop it.
Did you send her the video or the picture, and like, which one would you rather do?
I would never send anybody a picture that's involved with a foot. Unless it's me showing them Kuta Kente the slave's foot getting cut off by one of his masters. That's the only video I'm sending. Everything else, feet. I can't stand feet.
Feet is legitimately the worst thing ever. Absolutely gross.
I can't.
If people ask to see my feet, I'm like, you're gonna regret that. Like, don't.
Who be asking?
I have had that question asked me before. That's not a lie. And I'm like, no. Because not only is that a weird question for you to ask me, you're going to be very highly disappointed. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, there's no, outside of washing my foot, there's no, like, not getting, what is it, pedicures or some shit? Not happening.
I know the Lord just looks down and just shakes his head on us several times. We're an embarrassing society. Times 15. What the heck? Let me see your feet. Oh my God, I can't.
So, if Paige was like,
no,
bring them piggies out, you say no?
In the blanket? That's a question you already know the answer to. Bring them piggies out.
Letting them
it's
dogs
like
breathe.
Old ass nursery rhyme.
Letting them dogs breathe?
Bring them piggies out. Thought you were about to start singing Farmer Brown. Bro, bring them piggies out. Let them dogs breathe. I mean, people say, let me see the dog. Oh my God. There's something with...
Oh my God.
Like some girls be having the nerve to wear open-toed shoes and their feet be looking like pigeon claws. It's just disgusting.
Ugh. No.
Men too.
What is it called? The flip flops? What are they called? The ones that go in between.
The hell nose? Yeah. Yeah. People should know what to. I ain't gonna judge nobody. Wear what you want to wear, as long as you're well groomed in that area.
That's a fact. I don't want to see That's why I be wearing slides with socks. Ain't nobody want to see my toes. I'm not showing my toes out for nobody unless I'm on the beach and I got sand on them, so it don't matter. Ain't no way my toes are being out like that at all. Or if I'm not asking anyone to step on my face either. That's crazy. Tony Atlas is a different breed for that shit. That is something I've never seen before, and I hope to never see again.
I'm just mad there's so much foot talk in this episode. It's just nasty. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Yo, because he really was like, yeah, I need that right now.
I just like think to myself when I go to sleep at night, what dumb thing is somebody gonna do tomorrow that's gonna pop up on the internet?
That.
I just think to myself.
Except he's been doing that for years. It's just no one's really noticed. I don't know why this one became viral today, but I think him aggressively licking a shoe is probably the reason why, to be honest.
When people say they don't want to snitch on people, come on.
That's 100% a fact. He needs to be locked up for that, to be honest.
He needs to be, I'm gonna say no.
There needs to be, full security around his cell.
The fact he just gets these women to take these pics is...
I can't imagine he's doing it without paying them or something.
He's really a smooth guy, huh?
What was that?
He's really a smooth guy.
No, he's not. There's just I don't understand. And then that video of him getting punched in the face multiple times.
She said.
And he's just sitting there like, yes.
He said
exactly what.
I said what?
He's getting his fucking ass beat. he's just like, yep. This is the life right here.
I can't really watch that video again, man.
Oh God. And we're definitely gonna have you put that video in there for sure. That's definitely gonna go in there. And the picture. Oh my God, it's too good. It's too good. So Paige's not gonna do that for you? It's a damn shame.
No, it's not. It's a damn blessing. I hope no one asked their significant other to ever do that.
Don't put your significant other through that. Just, I don't know. Just grow up or whatever. I don't even know what that is. Go seek help. Therapy. Therapy's out there. You know what I mean? If you got insurance, go seek therapy. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Oh God, I sent you that at 10:30 at night too? That was awesome. I knew you were gonna be pissed if I sent you that. Right after basketball, I said, oh, this is great. This is gonna be sick. And I was right. I'm glad to be right sometimes.
You gotta stay off the internet for a minute. I don't know why
that came up on my timeline.
The fact that it did, I didn't see it anywhere.
Someone actually tweeted I'm not retweeting that Tony Atlas shit, and I'm thinking he died, so I'm like, oh shit. So that's why I went.
Nah, his soul did.
That shit gone. That shit went down under. No.
Oh my God. I'm done with it, man.
I'll be honest. They definitely knocked it. In terms of my all-time rankings, he definitely went down a few.
Your all-time rankings? Would you have them?
I have no idea. Not really that high, but I had the one video game that had all the really old wrestlers like him and Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant. Who was the guy with the bird? Coco Beware. Mm-hmm. That motherfucker. Yeah, him. He's my new favorite black wrestler now. It's not Tony Atlas, that's for sure. Tony ruined that shit. Mr. USA.
You say your favorite black wrestler? Coco Beware? Hulk Hogan didn't like that. My fault. My fault. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Yeah, Hulk Hogan definitely didn't like those two.
Hulk Hogan didn't like no one of color at all.
He really only liked himself, to be honest, but definitely people of color he was not a fan of. Mm-hmm. I did want to get into Have you ever had any like crazy like driving stories? Like anything in terms of like an accident or like anything like that? I was curious about that because we were talking about like all the art stuff, all the art stories, and I realized I had a better one than I did. But I don't. It's really not relevant now, to be honest. I'll run that back for the second episode of Kristen and never mind. But go ahead. What have you ever been in an accident?
Yeah, one time. There's twice no. I think it was one time, once or twice. It was one time, way back. I was in elementary school with my brother. In my mom's car, picked me up from school, coming down the hill. Ladies hit. They said, "Boom!" We said, "Do, boosh."
Oh, so it wasn't you driving then?
No, it was my brother. I was like 7, 8, something like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and he was just over. I was just, whoa. Nothing wrong. We were good. I think my brother like had like a cut on his head or something like that, his arm. Then he was, my door wouldn't open. And he was like on his door. He's like, boom, boom.
Did the car roll?
Huh? Yeah, car rolled mad times. You know, Lord is good. And after that, we just went to the hospital, got checked out. The lady was.
That's the worst, by the way.
Wow.
Especially when you don't have anything wrong with you, you're just in the hospital waiting forever. It's like, dude, can I go home?
Lady was pretty out of her mind. I think she was some type of mental something was going wrong with her because she didn't know what was going on.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I don't know. She was a little bit out of it and aggressive and whatnot. And
damn.
Yeah, it was I think no. Since then, I haven't been in. Oh yeah. And I was coming back from Walmart. I was when I was working at Walmart, 2015. I was with my mom. I was driving my mom's car. Hit the expressway by Scranton High, and this girl coming up behind me. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go off the exit by Redner's.
Yeah.
Right there. She said, shoot. And
she like scraped you.
Yeah, and then I pulled in. I looked down and I took off.
Was it your fault?
Heck no.
Oh, okay. Then why'd you drive off?
I was like, ain't nothing. I'm good. Ain't
It was nothing on there?
No, it was. I didn't see it because I thought from where I was looking at my point of view, I didn't see the scrape on there. I was like, oh no, we good. But pulled in. I pulled in down in Southside by the McDonald's over that way. I said, oh, that big old dead scrape on the side. Boop, boop. Get back home. 2 cops at the crib already. I said, oh man.
You fucked up.
Some British cop too. It was crazy. Mad.
Scranton?
Yeah, crazy. Mad nice.
What a rant, yeah.
Mad nice guy.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, you know what? Her father wants to press charges and all that. Father, one of the head state troopers in the area. So he was like, get that mother. We went to court for it the one time. And he was like, get that so. I heard him screaming young. I walked past, I looked at me, my mom gave him a dirty look. She was like, he didn't say nothing, shut up. Because, my mom's OG. But,
that's fact.
Yeah, he was real quiet then when I was with my mom. But
it was her fault, wasn't it?
Yeah, but Pop State Trooper, come on.
Yeah,
dog.
that's fair.
Yeah, come on, dog.
That's fair.
Yeah, so I just ended up, we paid something, I just did some community service, so it was all good.
You had to do community service?
I had to do community service. You thought she was going to get in trouble? Let's be real.
But why'd you drive away though?
Huh? Because I didn't see anything wrong I didn't see any damage from my point of view from where I was.
Yeah.
Because she came around, I just thought she hit me. I just thought she like zoomed around me. Like she did like what they be doing in Philly.
Yeah, 100%.
So I didn't see from where I was, because the car is crazy tin on it. So I was like, oh, okay, I didn't see nothing. But the scrape was all the way down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Down by like where the tires are. No, so I didn't see nothing. So I was like, okay, cool.
So she got off scot-free.
Duh.
And you did community service and paid a fine.
America.
That's bad.
I was like, okay, my mom was just like, but yeah, that was the end of it. Man, the British cop was he was pretty cool though. He was like checking up on me and everything.
Yeah.
So he was pretty good dude. He was like, her father's tripping and all that. And his British accent it was crazy. It was crazy seeing him there. Yeah. She was like, she cried. She was like, oh, it's not even my car. It's my mom just got me. Me and my mom were like,
oh, she played the victim.
oh my goodness, her crying was
Is she in acting classes? She has
Oh
to be.
yeah, great,
Has to be
great
acting
tears,
classes.
bursting the tears on the spot. I
That's
was like,
tough.
dang, you're tough.
That's tough. Yeah.
You're tough.
She fucked you up.
I was like, yo.
She fucked you up.
I was like, okay. Well, the judge said, all right, it was never that serious. Anyways, judge was ready to get us all out of it. He's like,
Yeah,
he's like,
but they don't want to be doing all the fucking accident traffic shit anymore.
he's like, honey, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Come on. He's like, no one died. Calm down. No one died. He's like, you're being dramatic right now. But yeah, so and from then, that was 2015. I don't think I got into accidents since then.
Damn.
Yeah, it was only 2.
So I had one. So this is so after graduation, I got a car, and it was like a Pontiac Firebird. Shit was crazy dope. I was hyped. I don't really care about cars like that, but I'm like, this is kind of nice. I like this. This is 10 days in. Finally get it registered, whatever. Driving down, I picked up my my buddy. This is the first time having my own car because I was driving my mom's car, which was a Chevy HHR. Remember those like clown-looking cars? She had like the bright red one too. We told her like, "Yo, you should get that as a joke," and she actually bought it. And we were like, "No, we were kidding." And then I'm like, "Fuck, I have to drive this literally. If I want to go anywhere, that's the car I'm driving." So I finally got my own car. So I picked up my buddy and we're driving, and there's like a Y. So we were turning right. We were going on the right side, and there was a lady, like there's like a little hill you go down, and there's like a stop sign. Well, she blew past that shit. And I have the right of way. I have no stop sign. So I'm going, and she's going, and I didn't realize until real late. So I T-boned her. Smoked her. Absolutely smoked her, right? And it was funny enough because it was an older lady that was driving, but her granddaughter, I'm assuming, was in the car, and I know her. I didn't know this at the time though until like everything settled. Obviously.
Hilarious.
But I crashed into her, right? My immediate thought, I get out of the car, I'm like, my fucking car! My buddy in the passenger side is like, how about you check on the lady you just hit? I go, oh, yeah, that's right. Totaled the shit. Absolutely totaled my... 10 days I've had it. I had this car for 10 days. Absolutely totaled. Gone. This shit was cooked.
You checked on the car before you checked on the lady?
100%. It was her fault. I don't care. It was absolutely her fault. I do not care how she's doing.
That's crazy.
Her fault. Do not miss a stop sign when it's obviously there.
Now,
And that wouldn't have happened.
now if I would have been like, do you care? We were in court. That lady would have passed away. He'd be like, oh yeah, definitely. Oh my gosh, I hope she's okay. I hope everyone's all right. I hope the family's good. I'll do anything, please. But you got off there, didn't you?
Because it was her fault.
How old was the lady?
60 or 70. Again, it was her fault.
Laura was smiling down at you at that moment, huh?
That's a fact.
You can't go out here murking old ladies. you won't make it a day in the county.
No shot. I'm cooked.
They found out you murked an old lady? Boy.
Again, her fault.
Boy.
Her fault. How do you miss us? Anyway, so that one was a thing. Now this is actually before I had my own car. I was driving my mom's, and remember the days where they used to do your schools might not have done it. My schools did it all the fucking time. You remember the fucking bomb threats?
Yeah. We had like 2.
We had like several, like a million. Honestly, it was like once a week. It was ridiculous.
I mean.
Right. So this one day, I normally have my wallet on me. This one day, I left it in my locker, and so I couldn't grab it. So because once you leave, you can't come back in. So I'm driving around without my license because I'm like, I have my keys on me. I have my keys and like some type of sweatshirt on me, maybe, and that's it. So I'm driving around. I'm hanging out with a bunch of people. It's right after school, or like right when we get released from the bomb threat or whatever. So we're driving around, and we parked at like a parking lot, and we were trying to decide where we were going. We parked next to this building, and it was like a barber shop. I had like 5 people in my car. I forgot to put that bitch in park. So I let go of the brake, and it taps the building. And I don't realize like how, like it didn't feel like anything. I thought I hit like, you know how they have those like things in front of a parking spot? I thought I hit that. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So I just put it in park. This guy comes sprinting out. And he's like, you hit my building, you hit my building. And I'm like, what? I'm like, no, I didn't. And I looked and I'm like, oh, I absolutely hit his building for sure. So I tapped it though. Like it was like nothing was there. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh my God, look at the damage you did. I'm like, brother, there's nothing there. There's not a single crack, nothing. Mm-hmm. So he's flipping out at me. He's like, where's your license? I'm like, I don't have it. Mm-hmm. He's like, why don't you have your license? I'm like, we had a bomb threat and I don't have my wallet on me. I had to leave it in the locker. I left it in the locker and I couldn't go back and get it. So he's cursing me out. You're a fucking idiot. I'm like 16 at this point. He's cursing me out, doing everything, right? He's like, what's your name? I tell him my name, Brandan Verastro. Now, if you remember, LT Verastro is a very decent name because they're like a beer distributor. Mm-hmm. By the way, I have no idea who this is. I've never met this guy a day in my life. Never. He's just like my grandpa or some shit, but I don't know him, like, at all. He goes, Verastro, like LT? Yeah. Oh, okay. Come in for a haircut one day. Have a good day. I said, what? I'm like, all right, let's get... So I zipped it out of there. I'm like, all right, we're done.
He knew you were rich and loaded.
First off, not either of those things. Second off, don't know the guy that he was letting me go for. Third, never went for a haircut. That guy looked like he could not cut hair to save his life. So, no, but that was two of them. I'm trying to think if there's another thing in general. Nothing like a really bad accident. Oh, my car like broke down. That's because I had it for like 8 years and it was cooked. Mm-hmm. It was like a Chevy Cobalt from like 2007. I drove that thing everywhere. One day, I'm driving home from work and I was going to play basketball, and it just stops. It just like I can't brake. The thing is just the car, like the wheel's frozen. So I'm like, what the hell? So I can't like turn the car. So I finally get to my buddy's house who knows about cars. He goes, the oil just burned through your engine.
Yep.
Like it is done. And I'm like, oh wow. So I'm like just trying to like I'm bringing it to my buddy who's not like a licensed what is it?
Mechanic.
I was gonna say technician. Mechanic. He's not like he works with cars, but like he's running his own shop in like this little place. And every like 2 weeks I'm bringing it in because it just keeps stopping. So eventually it finally just I'm in the highway. And it just stops and it turns off. Now it would turn off every time I would like brake, so I would have to go to work without braking, or else it was going to turn off, and I would have to turn it back on. It would turn off. I would have to turn the car off, and then I would have to restart it. That happened every time I braked. I didn't want to accept defeat yet until one day it literally I could barely turn it, like it was just barely going. I got it into a parking lot and I was just like, it's over. That was the end of my 2007 Cobalt. I was very upset because that got me everywhere.
So can we talk about how you almost murked an old lady and almost went to county?
First off, I didn't almost murk an old lady. She was healthy and fine.
You wouldn't know. You said you didn't care. You didn't check on her.
At first. That wasn't the first, I'm not going to lie, it wasn't the first thing I did. You know, I ran into her granddaughter the day after at a Wiz Khalifa concert. Mm-hmm.
She said, hey, there's a kid who almost killed my grandma.
She actually was like, oh my God, hi. I said, how you doing? Just ruined my only car.
She was twisted, huh?
Oh, she was cooked.
Trying to numb through the pain for grandma almost getting killed. Bro, you're it. Bro, the Lord is good. We really almost weren't here.
That's a fact.
You were really almost in the county for an old lady slaughter.
Old lady slaughter. Oh my God. Needless to say, I was able to get a car after that.
Thank Lord is good.
Yeah.
Cause you would have to get a good lawyer after that.
You know how upset I was still upset after that. Not only did I not have a car, I was so mad. This is, by the way, right after high school. So, like, any sort of, like, calm that I have now, not there at all. So, I was calling somebody, and they weren't picking up. And I was already, like, just, like, out of it, because I've never been in, like, a car accident like that. So I was so like upset that I spiked my phone off the ground. It hit a rock. Done.
They would have cooked you in court.
100%. There is no way I was getting out of that. No way. I was done for. No way. I would have said something stupid and it would have been a wrap.
Yo.
I like Gronk spiked that shit.
Thank the Lord the lady's all right. And Brandon's not in the penitentiary.
I don't think I'd be in the penitentiary for that long. Oh yeah, for murder probably. It's probably I'd probably be in there for.
Did he show any remorse at the scene? Well, he kind of got angry and spiked threw his phone on the ground. So it was hard to tell. I just miss my grandma so much.
I'm so done after that. I'd be done. I'd be like, just put the handcuffs on me now. It's all right. We don't have to really go through this, right?
Bro,
It's over.
Thank the Lord. No lawyers would want to take that because that might have been the easiest
conviction.
money. Yep.
Easiest conviction. I would have just represented myself at that point. I would have been like, listen, just
Yo, that's crazy. And you had somebody with you too?
yeah. Shout out to my boy Rudy. Mad Rudy missed that kid. But yeah, it was bad. It was all bad. Because it was 10 days, bro. I didn't even get to name my car. I didn't even get to put rims on it, you know what I mean? It was a sports car, kind of, from like 2001.
Okay, pimp my ride. But
I'm telling you, bro, that shit was tragic. I don't know if there was anything else in that regard.
you can't get into car accidents, period.
No.
But when there's babies involved, children, older people, yeah, you're cooked.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad one. That was unfortunate. Again, her fault. She's alive and well, I think. Well,
That's what have been on the screen playing in the courtroom. What was one of his statements? Her fault. Your lawyer's just looking at you. Your lawyer's looking at you like, God damn it.
son of a bitch. Yeah, no, it would have been bad. If I would have said it's her fault, yeah.
My car. She's over there like, oh no. She's like, Grandma, my car.
Bro, I was sick. I did not want to lose that car. It was gone.
10 days is wild.
10 days, bro. Then I got a Saturn Ion. You know where like you had to like open the car door, but you had to open the driver to get into the other one because there was no handles on it. It was literally just like the handle was inside. Because at that point I was so like I don't give a fuck what kind of car I have. I picked that one thinking it was like cool at the time, and then I realized it's such an inconvenience to everything in life. And by the way, I let that car die too. I didn't change the oil in it for a whole year.
What is with you with these cars, man?
I'm better now, to be fair. My car had been killing it since I got it, but the Cobalt lasted a long time too. There was no saving that though.
You had that Cobalt for a minute.
I had that Cobalt for about like 6 years. No problems up until then. Literally until its last legs, I had no problems with it. It just literally was old and chalked.
What got stolen from this car
What was that?
last year in Philly? What got stolen from your car? Your
Nothing got stolen from my car.
on your car from this one when you were living over by Mike. What did they steal off it?
Oh, I forgot about this. All right, yeah, no, I have to tell this before we go. So, this is my first month living in Philly, right? First month. No, I'm sorry, first 2 months.
Yeah, first two.
Because I didn't know PPA was the thing, right? So there's two stories. I didn't know PPA was the thing, and it was really like that intense. So, my car was uninspected. It was only uninspected for like a month. Normally, like in Scranton, you don't have to worry about that too much. Like you could wait as long as you need to. It doesn't really matter. Usually I go by like a month after. So I don't drive my car because I'm like in 12th Street. So I'm like in Center City basically. So I walk everywhere I go. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I finally check on my car because I'm like, all right, I need to go somewhere. I got 3 tickets on that bitch. 3 for being uninspected. I'm like, fuck, what the hell? I wasn't even driving. They don't care, clearly. So a month goes by, I get that inspected, we're good. So I was supposed to come home, and it was a Friday, so I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna, check the car, whatever, check the engine, all that shit, whatever, because I hadn't driven in a little bit. I like to check to see if it's still good. Turn it on. I'm like, what the hell was that? Now, I know nothing about cars, not a single thing. Couldn't tell you any part from anything. My old roommate, Mike, at the time, knows cars. I go, bro, you need to come out here and tell me what's wrong with my fucking car. And I'm kind of telling him, he goes, dude, if I think it's what I think it is, it's bad. He starts a car and he does the same thing. He goes, he checks under the engine. He goes, bro, your catalytic converter is gone. I said, first off, what the fuck is a catalytic converter? Now I know what it is. But he's like, bro, it's like the most expensive thing on your car. They just rip that shit out from under your car. I said, what the fuck? So that shit is gone. So it sounds like a Ford F-150.
Going off-road?
Going off-road. Just living the American dream. That's what it sounded like. It was the worst sound in the world. Mind you, my dumbass still drove home with that sound for two hours.
The radio wasn't your sound was loud enough?
There was nothing you could do. There wasn't an amount of, you couldn't turn it up high enough to get that sound out of your head.
And then you drove back with that sound.
I drove back with that sound. So 4 hours of driving with that sound. I immediately went to somewhere after because I already had it scheduled, so I got there. Thank God I have insurance because that joint would have. Honestly, I wouldn't have. I would have just been like, just take it. It's over. I was not paying $3,000 for that. That's yours now. You might as well have just taken the car. I would have been less mad if you took the car.
Oh, man.
If I didn't have insurance. That was the worst. I said, this is my first 2 months living here. I haven't had a thing since, thank God, but I was like, this is month 2 of living in Philadelphia, and my catalytic converter is gone. Yeah, that was my welcome.
Your life is top tier.
I can't wait to tell more stories because my life is hilarious. It really is. It's real bad.
They really ripped that joint.
They ripped that shit out. Middle of the night, cameras all around. No one helped. Bro, by the way, I waited for the cops for like an hour and a half, and they gave me this piece of shit note, and I said, "You guys are fucking useless, unreal." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna check." She goes, "Yeah, I'll go check the houses now." And she got in her car and left, right in front of my face. She said, "Yeah, I'll go knock on the doors and see what happens." And I'm sitting there. I'm just like, I called my dad, tell him let him know. I saw her get in the car and drive the fuck off, and no one was ever asked about it.
You got more pressing matters?
That was a tough day. That was a real tough day. That was a tough couple months there. But there you go. There's my Philly driving story. But I haven't had an accident since, or anything stolen out of my car since. So yeah. That's everything from me on that end. We're definitely gonna tell. I can't wait to tell more stories about our life,
especially yours. Because the most random, hilarious stuff be happening to you.
Listen, hold on, because low key, yours was just as crazy.
What?
You were the one that got hit, and you did community service.
Mine's just America.
They said, "Black, all right, it's over. Wrap it up." Dude, you were cooked.
Pretty simple.
You never had a chance, to be honest.
Pretty simple. Could have been worse. Could have been a damn near murderer.
I wasn't damn near a murderer. Relax. I wasn't
crazy.
driving that fast. I was going the speed limit.
What's the speed limit to you?
A 30. And a 25?
You said you cooked her. Oh, you T-boned her.
I T-boned her. I didn't cook her.
But you T-boned her.
I definitely had it on simmer. I felt good about that. I'm going to start doing that more. That felt good. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments, what you guys want to hear from us, all that good stuff.
21. But
I knew you were gonna do it.
Yeah, it was great.
I knew you were gonna do it. I just knew it. I just knew it.
Love y'all.
Peace.